testosterone
producer that God ever created, and I mean that.
Sorry!
This is A-Game. Fast acting, long lasting, with no side effects.
What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform. Much love. And we are back with another video. And in this video, I want to speak on a current outrage about Too Short, the rapper, the great rapper from the Bay. Shout out to my Bay Area cats. Shout out to Oakland. You know, shout out to all those brothers out there. But I want to specifically speak on the backlash that a lot of brothers been giving Too Short about apologizing for his colorism comments. Now, I know a lot of y'all brothers may think, yo, he shouldn't apologize. You know, he should have stood on his square, right? And I agree to that. Or I agree with that up until a point. See, we have to put things in its proper perspective. The reason why you're going to see a lot of black men who are entertainers, rappers, and actors, you're going to see a lot of us apologizing for things now. Not only because it's part of cancel culture. We don't want to be canceled. But the most important part is we don't have any goddamn agency, black men. We don't have any agency. We cannot protect or speak for any of our entertainers, any of our athletes. Why? Because there's no black male agency. We are not a unified front. So how can you then blame a dude who's been getting paid from this same industry for years? He's been feeding his family, him and his family, for decades. See, this is the problem that I have with a lot of black men. We want to sit here and try to champion or try to make ourselves look like champions in these little bullshit isolated situations. Oh, he's supposed to stand up. He's supposed to stand up. And do what? Lose everything he owned? Mess up his image, have brands and stuff that he getting sponsorship with pull out, and then what you black men are gonna do that's advising him to stand on his square? You can't stand on no square when there's no foundation. What black men is backing Too Short? Huh? If he gets attacked by the industry today, what black men can stand up and help him? What agencies can put up some money for him and help him? Black men, we don't have any goddamn agency to stand on no square. This is why you hear me, and you've always heard me say right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV, black male agency. Brothers, we are our own agency. Brothers, we are our own agency. Now y'all see how important that shit is. Too Short don't have any agency for him to stand on no square and for him to say, well, I said what I said. Name me a black male dominated group that's gonna stand behind Too Short and his comments. Right now, they trying to cancel Dave Chappelle, and Dave Chappelle got the transgenders behind him. But who's going to stand behind? Who's going to stand behind Too Short? But y'all love saying, "Oh, well, he should have he should have stood up for himself." Yeah, he should have, but at what expense? At what cost? And what price he would have had to pay? You see, this is what happens when black men are mired in rugged individualism. I could do all of this shit myself. But then you watch our black male celebrities and athletes always get caught out there and they don't have no help. So what do they have to do? They have to acquiesce. Or they just have to get railroaded and kicked up the ass and sent wherever they sent to. And us black men have to sit back and watch it. And they allow us to watch that to actually tell us what moves not to ever make, because they'll do it to us. But the reason why it can constantly be done is because of the lack of black male agency. So you can't stand up and stand on no shit, because you'll get shut down. You'll get shut down. This is why we must restore black brotherhood, camaraderie. We don't have to agree on every ideology. But we have to all have the same purpose, which is to save the black man. Because nobody else is going to do this shit. If we don't do it, who else is going to do it? So you dudes need to stop sitting here telling Too Short, "Oh, you should have stood up for yourself." And what you would have done if he would have lost everything? Nothing. This is an example of the lack of black male agency, which we speak on in the Black Manosphere magazine. The lack of black male agency is why Dave Chappelle got the LGBTQ community speaking up for him. Is the reason why Too Short has to apologize, because there are no black male political groups speaking up for black men. There's no one he can go to. And if there are, there's none of them are willing to stand up and to defend him. None of them came out and said anything. None of them came out and said, "Well, we stand behind Too Short in his comments." Y'all want to say he should have stood on what he said? Why SYSBM didn't stand up for him? Why none of you dudes want to speak up for him? Do y'all know anybody? No, because this is an example of the lack of black male agency, which is our number one problem when it comes to black men. The lack of agency, the lack of unity, the lack of brotherhood. That is the first problem that black men have. The first and the most important one. See, after that, everything else comes after that. Black male agency is important, black men, and you got to understand that shit. The rugged individualism shit, is what you see Too Short just do. He just took the rugged individualism route. He had to apologize because he realized there's no black men out here that'll help me, that'll stand up for me, and that feel the way I feel, and that's willing to voice this shit so I could stand on it. He knew that. He knew that. So he had to apologize. He had to take the rugged individual route. You can't stand up and stand on nothing when you ain't got nobody backing you. So get off Too Short back about why he apologized. Because if that was you, your ass would apologize too. You would apologize too because you don't have any backing. And when black men don't have any agency and they left out there to be alone, we're picked off. And the way we don't get picked off is we acquiesce. So get down in the comment section and let me know what y'all think. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I drop some new content right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to all my visionaries. Salute to the A Game Nation. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next video. Peace.
This is A Game. Fast acting, long lasting, with no side effects.